Welcome back, everyone. We are going to be excited about talking about our next guest who's been on with me for over 15 years. Kedzie was a listener first. She's now been on with me forever. And oh my God, we're going to talk about your water. And I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and how this water works and how wonderful it is.
Thank you, Carol. And you know, we always like to talk about how I really love the people who listen to your show.
Let me tell you, there isn't anybody that loves our listeners more than Kedzie. I'll tell you right now.
I meet with you if you do call in today, and you'll receive your water, but we'll get to that, and Carol will. So in my life, it's 46 years now. I'm in my early 70s. I like to say that because I have a young sounding voice, and so people can't picture that I have white hair. Anyhow, but I personally have been using this amazing activated, we call it activated water, for almost 20 years, just coming up on 20 years, thank goodness, living in Arizona especially. So the water itself, and my life is involved in the health field, natural health field, for 46 years. So many variations of that area, but the water is a foundational piece. And if I just might quickly mention the previous guest, beautiful, wonderful segment, we talked a little bit about inflammation. So we have this world now that we live in, a planet, that everyone is subjected to an inflammatory process with our Wi-Fi world. So there's another piece to this technology that protects our brain and body from as much inflammatory response as possible. So that's another piece to this that a person could learn if they call in and get the water, and the water is also anti-inflammatory.
You have to know that, first of all, when people are not getting better and they're still feeling strange and they're not getting the answers that they want, you have to start listening to some of the things that you think are a little out there, because they're not that out there as much as you think.
It's just they don't know about it.
And you don't know what you don't know. We've talked about that before. This water is incredible. Okay, and you have to try it. You have to have it in your mouth and see what it feels like. It's not just as what it tastes like. It's more what it feels like. And of course, again, it does taste great because there's no taste. And I'm a hater of water. I hate water more than anything.
I mean, a lot of water haters, but we turn them around.
You do, absolutely. And here's the thing, folks, that people need to understand. When you are drinking water that you think that you are getting hydrated from, you're not. And that's another thing. This water, tell them about it, how it is so hydrating, and it's so, I'm going to feel my hands. I mean, it's
Beautiful.
such a difference. It's amazing, and I want everybody to listen up, because she is going to be giving away 2 gallons of this water to everyone that calls in. She meets with you, she talks to you, she lets you try it and have it, and you have to kind of use it for a little bit. And I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Go ahead.
So our origin really was extraordinary, and our scientist, being a nuclear physicist from Russia originally, discovered that when Chernobyl blew, the people that were relocated to a mountainous area didn't die, didn't get cancer, didn't fall apart the way the other poor people did that were relocated. And so the bottom line, it's a long, short story, that the water coming out of the mountains and into the aquifers has a property that he took 25 years to not only discover, but figure out how to replicate that natural property that allows the people to heal. So anyone that could hear my voice, anyone that could try this, could actually experience that same property.
It's amazing.
So
and
we call it single file aligned.
They say
and that single file aligned, like a floating string of pearls. So what happens is, when we're young, when we're born, up until about the time that we stop growing, our body actually can take water molecules that love to be clumpy, magnetized, and very inefficiently arranged to absorb quickly into the cells, and it makes that water allow it to absorb through the membrane of the cell very quickly. And in this case, once it's activated, it's billions, with a B, of molecules per second entering through the membranes. So our cells are 100% hydrated instead of 75% dehydrated, which they've proven. Even when people guzzle tons of water, it's not getting into the cells.
Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Everyone that calls in, and I'm gonna let everyone call throughout the rest of the show for it, is getting 2 gallons of the water. She wants you to try it. She wants you to feel it in your mouth. I mean, that's the way to say it. It's the best way to say it. And you're gonna be happy that you did. Not only is it gonna hydrate you, it helps in so many different ways. I mean, you talked about inflammation, and everyone
it's
is
antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal. First aid. I have a horse. I use it I only use water on anything that she has going on. She actually cut her leg a little bit the other day. I happen to have my drinking bottle. I flushed her leg. Boom, water. The blood stops. The water takes away the bacteria. Nothing. There's no scab. The body knows what to do with it. It's a delivery system. So we were just hearing before I came on about nutrition and so forth. It's a delivery system for not only itself, the water, but anything that we need to get into the cells nutritionally, and it's an exit. So what if the water clumps up again inside your cells? It can't exit to detox. It's a
People
loop.
don't understand what gets clumpy in your body. What is it? Water. You don't think water can get
Right.
clumpy.
So it's going to go out. People say, I don't want to drink it because I pee too much. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons why people, it fills my stomach, it sloshes around, it doesn't taste good. Whatever the things that they say, which I've heard, of course, for a lot of years, this is completely the opposite of that.
Well, call in here and get yourself entered to win. Everybody's going to get it. It's 2 gallons of the water. And she likes to come out and talk to, she loves our listeners, and talk to you because you've been in the health field for over 45 years. And so she's going to talk to you, find out what's going on, and try this and see how can it can't hurt you, and you're going to love it because it's really interesting. It's easy. And it's not something that, the only thing that I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta try it. And then when you try it, you'll know exactly what she means.
So I'll just say, any liquid can be activated to be better absorbed. So for example, we also have liquid nutritionals and other things that the company provides, but you can do your own. You can activate anything. I've had people activate, well, I wouldn't do it, but coffee or wine, and it makes it taste
I use
better.
it for my coffee.
But just remember that anything you're activating, you're literally delivering straight inside the cell. So we
Which
like
is
to have
awesome.
the purest water to start with, specifically not tap water with chlorine, etc.
We need to be hydrated, more hydrated. And by the way, I know a lot of people will say this, even if they drink water, I'm still thirsty. It really didn't quench that, yet this does.
Well, our scientists proved through tremendous science for many years, and peer-reviewed, published, that this water the reason that the people from Chernobyl healed so quickly is that it actually gets down to your DNA, which is a crystalline structure filled with water, and it erases the memory of disease. So now if somebody's had something for a long time, chronically, it takes a while, but sometimes it doesn't. So it really is, I have pictures of people that were exposed to Agent Orange, for example, decades of suffering, their entire skin, destroyed, and within a couple of months, you see pictures of them and they're no longer suffering.
It's
so
amazing.
The body can heal when given the right thing.
The number to call here is 602-277-5369. Get yourself 2 gallons of the water, and everyone could call in throughout the rest of the show. We're going to talk about that layering for a minute, because I know that everybody is also affected by all of the computers and the things that we have around us.
We carry our cell phone, whether it's in our pocket, our purse, in our hand. People say, well, I don't put it to my head. It's still on your body, near your body, within your field, your energy field. And so our same scientist that developed the water activator developed a patented, it's called molecular resonance effect technology. It's a very simply explained noise field technology that actually transforms the toxic wave from our emitters, which means our Wi-Fi and electric devices, transforms that wave into a friendly wave, from a toxic to a friendly wave. So the body says, oh, I don't have to overreact, I don't have to get all inflamed, I can just sort of allow it to pass by. There's really nothing that blocks unless you're going to put your phone in a lead-lined box. So if somebody says, oh, I have a blocker, no, sorry, there is no such thing unless you don't want your device to work. So in order to live in this world on the planet with all of this saturation, you look around every direction, you see a cell tower. We can't control most of it, but we can control, or at least help ourselves with our closest devices
Mhm.
in our home, in our car, in our offices. So it's easy, and that can be explained too if you want
Yeah.
more information.
There's a lot of things that you can do to protect yourself, and we need to take charge of our own health. We really do. Yes, we need our coaches. We need to have our doctors, okay? Both naturopathic and non-naturopathic doctors. But you know something? When you hear this, and a lot of people can relate to the fact that they've gone to the doctors, they go and they still don't feel good, right?
Well, they don't know why they have headaches, they don't know why they have body
Right.
pain, they think it's maybe something diagnosable with a name like
Or they need
something, I don't
new
wanna say those things,
glasses or
but
something like that.
yeah, it depends on the lens that the person trying to help you is looking through. But really, these foundational pieces, we need to cover those bases first. And I wanted to mention, just through a conversation here about, let's say, our aging brains, okay? Our brains are 85+% water. And so any form of dehydration truly immediately affects our brain.
Ugh.
And we know we lose
I know,
people
that's why I
here
feel the
every
way I
year
do.
hiking. Now the signs show if you get down to your half a bottle of water, turn around now, because it doesn't mean just chug it and then you'll be fine. No, you need to do certain things about your hydration. It is so important for every cell of your body.
Absolutely. We've got our lines open here for everyone to get this 2 gallons of water. She loves our listeners. She loves to talk to you, find out what's going on with you. She's been in this health field for over 45 years.
Mm-hmm.
And the water was something, you were dealing with something and you came upon it. And it's like been for years that we've been talking about this. It's time to do something about it. It's time to feel better. And it's time to start drinking. What you said in the beginning is that we lose, what is it called, what you lose, and after a while it doesn't align it anymore?
Oh, yes, because of we're born with the ability to realign water molecules, but we lose it right around the time that we stop growing because we don't need that much efficiency.
We lose it when we need it the most.
True.
So call in
Right.
here. We've got our lines open. I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. You're going to get 2 gallons of this water. You're going to love it. You got to try it. You got to taste it. You got to feel what it feels like when you drink it. The number here is 602-277-5369.